The tale begins with the writer known as Frank Castle in the afterlife, narrating about brutal and petty things Thanos has done in order to appease death and win her love. The first story the writer brings us tells us how Thanos used to host makeshift fighting tournaments disguised as training exercises for his adopted daughter Gamora. The process was simple. He would destroy an entire civilization, leave one survivor, and bring that survivor as a contestant for her to toy with. And even after her pleas for rest or cries for mercy, Thanos would always respond with a single word: another. The next story is about how Thanos has tormented one individual named David since infancy. He would cause tragedy for David in every one of his birthdays, like removing his blanket as a baby, killing his father as a 5-year-old, forcibly makes him break up with his girlfriend at 16, poison his guests at 21, burn down his grad school at 25, and kills his cat at 27. And although he missed David's birthday by age 30 due to being defeated by the Avengers, he made up for it next year by demolishing his surrounding neighborhood. Understandably, being at the end of his ropes at age 45, David tried to seek clarity from Thanos and even suggested deleting himself to stop the torment. But all Thanos did in response was burst a large water pipe, profess his aloofness to his predicament, and tells him he'll see him next year. Despite his cruelty thus far, Death seems unfazed by Thanos' attempts to woo her. His next plan, as suggested by Morbius, was to destroy more than a dozen nearby planets to where they are standing. Planets that contain civilizations old and new, all destroyed to resemble fireworks lighting up in the cosmos. But it was all in vain, as Thanos claimed it was a momentary, meaningless distraction. His next stop is a land that can only be considered goofy and out of the ordinary, inhabited by happy-go-lucky beings called Adoralis. Despite his attempts to intimidate them, they seemed too cheery to care, and even took his desire to destroy them as a command for them to do it to themselves. Weirded out by them, he promptly left, claiming to never wanting to speak of it ever again. The next stop can arguably be the most tragic of all. With his godlike power granted by the Infinity Gems, Thanos uses the Time Gem to find the perfect moment to cause maximum death and destruction, ending up in a seemingly random Manhattan street corner, of all places. There, he delays a bus driver with just a chilling stare and fulfills an unexpected promise by helping an elderly lady cross the street. But here's the crazy twist. This small act of kindness sets off a chain reaction that nobody saw coming. By delaying that bus, Thanos prevents a young woman named Stephanie Kircher from accidentally bumping into another woman named Suzanne. Little did anyone know, this chance meeting would have inspired Stephanie to lead a life dedicated to ending world hunger and curing diseases. Her groundbreaking work would have turned Earth into a utopia, inspiring other worlds to give up their warlike ways. But because of Thanos, Stephanie's potential remains unfulfilled. Years later, he visits her on her deathbed to show her the incredible life she could have had, the good she could have done, and the paradise Earth could have become. She dies heartbroken, realizing how her potential was utterly wasted because of Thanos' intervention. His last stop is killing a civilization's god, to see how truly good they are when there is no one to pass judgment upon them. The story closes with the revelation that the writer was telling all this to the Allfather, Odin, who apparently has waited patiently for him to stop talking so that he can welcome him to Valhalla. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this narration, don't forget to like and subscribe for more exciting comic book adventures.